Welcome to the board of the Bantu. I'm pretty chill tonight. I'm pretty chill. I'm pretty chill. And of course, you know I would do Beyonce. I would do Beyonce. Break My Soul. Her single flopped. Okay, it may not flop all the way, but her single flopped. And I actually took the time to listen to her music because I haven't listened to Beyonce in a long, long time. I actually took the time to listen to Beyonce's You Won't Break My Soul. And yeah, I knew at once that she was talking about the ending of her marriage. She has come to terms with it. Okay, there comes a time when everybody has to come to terms, but she's not. We don't think she's quite willing to make it public, right? Anyway, we're gonna read Beyonce because I've been following her marriage to Jay-Z and that other woman. I even wrote a book about it, The Side Chick. Okay, we've been following this for a long time. We first saw it in the metaphysical and we wrote a whole book about it. And then, yeah, she's going to end up with a Nigerian man, or she already is with a Nigerian man. Anyway, we read about it, we saw it, we wrote about it in The Side Chick. Of course, I embellished some things, to make it exciting, but the point is still the same. It's all embellished, but the point is still the same, and the story is still the same. For those of you who have not been watching my Beyonce videos, I will tell you that at the very beginning of reading, I read Beyonce and a cockroach landed on the board of the Bantu, and I was very scared because I was very young and very naive. And then after that, I continued to read her because I would not allow her to stop me from reading her. And I came across Jay-Z and his second family. And then, since then, I personally was hooked. So now I'm stronger, better, faster. And she wrote this song, Break My Soul, and I noticed that it had horrible reviews. I said I better listen to it, and my ancestors said, no, we got to continue with the saga. We have got to continue with the saga. So today's reading for Patreon is Beyonce and Her Broken Soul. Okay? I will start off on YouTube, obviously. And then if you're interested in learning more about Miss Bay, you can just walk on over to my broadcast Patreon station and help her sister with her bills. Okay? Alright, so 9 July, the day we bring the ancestors to Houston, Texas, and do a traditional ancestral function for them. There's going to be a lot of dancing. We already noticed, and I put this on Instagram, that somebody who bought a ticket is coming, and her ancestors have a Ford Explorer, those big cars, waiting for her after she attends. Somebody is having a baby. Somebody who had difficulty with children. Her ancestors are finally going to release a soul. They are finally going to negotiate with the male and release a soul. 3 or 4 or 5 of us are getting married after the fact. And those who've never been in relationships, there is really one lonely female who's going to end up in a perfect relationship. Because as a fellow Makulu said to me, she said, Izzy, you don't know what you're doing. What you are doing is groundbreaking. What you are doing is amazing. What you are doing is going to bring so many people so much joy. These ancestors have never been celebrated.
Davisa shangu zvezene namo dzangu ndaziya pano ndinzwe chirau moyo une udzamu obaya
chirau moyo une udzamu
dziriko mandu dziri mushure mangu munodziziva
mushure mangu mambo
vanodana dzekuparara kwangu vopemberera tirimo muchikomo tiri kunyangatara mizodzi mokoto zvirimo mumoyo zvamunoita baba zvakaoma tirimo muchikomo tiri kunyangatara mizodzi mokoto zvirimo mumoyo zvamunoita baba.
Okay, where were we? She said these ancestors have never been celebrated. These ancestors have never ever been brought up from the veil to take care of their babies. Lives are gonna change. She said these people have no idea how their lives are going to change because of the ancestral branch. No idea. They will be testimony to the power ancestors have over their progeny. And I was so happy. She said they're going to be miracles after the fact. Miracles after the fact. People are going to tell you that, you know, they're going to have it before the ancestral function and after the ancestral function story. She said, you don't know what you have done. I said, well, I was just doing it for myself. I needed an ancestral function for my ancestors. I was just doing it for myself. She said, no, you have no idea. You have no idea. She was looking into the metaphysical and looking at everybody's future. And then this morning, I started getting, you know, people's futures, those who've already bought, you know, that this one is going to get a Ford Explorer. It's white and it's big and it's brand new. Somebody is gonna gift it to you, literally. You may have to pay a little bit of money on it, but it's literally coming your way, right? Somebody is gonna get a house, finally be able to piece it together and buy that house that she's always wanted. Somebody is going to be an outstanding lawyer popping out, an outstanding lawyer, because your ancestors are, and of course I talked about the love life and the marriage, because you know I'm a love witch doctor, right? Oh, I don't know what it is. I think, okay, all right. So anyway, I'm excited. I said to my ancestors, so what am I getting? And they said peace, and that may sound like it's very little, but it is everything. So, you know, 2 to 3 months after the ancestral function, you shall see major changes in your life, and please share them with me. Please share them with me. Alrighty. So, having said that, and this is my way of opening the board of the Bantu. No? Grandma says no. So today I was having debates with the Nilots and the Creoles, and I discovered something about mine own. We, the Bantu, we are very cohesive. We, the Bantu, we know who we are, what we stand on, where we are going as a tribe, and we stand on our traditions. Be it from South Africa to Kenya, from Kenya to the Cameroon, the Congo, Zambia, Tanzania, Zimbabwe, Namibia, Botswana, Swaziland, Lesotho, all Bantu territory, Burundi, Rwanda, all Bantu territory. And despite the fact that we spread out and own most of Africa, yes we do, we are still extremely cohesive, extremely multicultural, extremely accepting of each other. Africa, we are Bantu. And this is their board. This is their justice system, their religious system, their social system. We stand on God, not the Christian way, our God, who has been there with us since the beginning of time. He who made heaven and earth. We stand on God and we call him by many names, for we are many. You know, yes we are, yes. And most of all, we know our identity. And we are proud of who and what we are. Hail the Bantu. Hail the Bantu. And you too. You are our progeny out there. If you have 1% Bantu blood, you are our progeny. And we're here to collect our ancestors. We're here to bring you into the fold. For the Bantu may have been ignorant of the world's ways because they were sunning themselves in Africa. But we never forgot that we were victims of the slave trade. And we never forgot the ancestors and those that we lost during the slave trade. And we're here to collect you now. Today it's me. Tomorrow it's another Makulu, another Sangoma. And we will be plenty. And we will bring you home one pebble at a time. The Bantu. Your board, run by the Xhosa of the Eastern Cape of South Africa, is now open. Oh, and the Shona of Eastern Mashonaland is now open. The Shona being my grandmother. Yeah, grandma says, hell no, you ain't leaving me behind. I'm not Xhosa, I am Shona. Okay, so Beyonce. First part will be on YouTube. Second part will be on Patreon. Let me time myself, okay? So if you want a ticket, I'm going to sell tickets right up to the last minute. If you want a ticket for the ancestral function and you want to bring your ancestors so that your life can change for the better, especially in these hard times, you know, look in the description box, Eventbrite, and, you know, join us. Join your sisters and your brothers. Come, Bantu, come. Bring your ancestors who've been lost for 1,000 years and bring your broken life. Bring your broken life so that we can dance together. We can dance together so that when you walk out of there, you are stronger, better, and you have more opportunities and your roads are open. Okay? Alrighty, so Beyonce, I'm looking for my phone because I need to time this. Okay, where is the phone? Okay, clock. Where's my clock? Okay, clock. The joy, you know, like, no. Alrighty. Okay, so this is the first part of Beyonce and Break My Soul. Right? Okay. Beyonce. The queen herself walks into the place as a single mother. She has brought her progeny, all three of them. There is such love and devotion between her and her children because she is lonely. She is very, very lonely. The shell that fell is something that God has delayed in her life. Love. God has delayed love in her life. God has delayed it. So she thought she was in love, I assume, because God delayed it in her future. Or she might meet someone, we will see. But the shell that fell, it is something that God withheld from her, right? She is all dressed up the way I usually see high priestesses, and she is sitting with her kids. and she's quiet. She's miserable. Her music not doing well has really done something to her energy, right? It's done something. She's not as bright and shining as I usually see them. Hi, Beyonce. She says hi. Her eyes are a red light. Okay. Yeah, they are red. Her eyes are red as she turns to me. She says she's so tired. She says I'm exhausted. I need to rest. I need to retire while I'm still at the top. I can't get the people I need to work with to make great music. No one will work with me who's worth anything. The rumors have affected my production, and I am just so tired and pissed. I poured my heart and soul into that song. I was talking about myself. He cannot break my soul. He does so much more than you people see, know, or hear. And I have tolerated it for so many years. When I finally raise my head and I say, nope, this isn't it, it gets worse. He said he'll take my career away from me, and he is trying to do so in order to protect his family, in order to protect the other woman, as if I would talk about her. The humiliation. The humiliation. Do you know what it feels like when you love a man, you marry him, and you have his babies, and he's still not interested? All you were dollars to him. You were dollars. Even the children are dollars. The curse. The curse of my mother. The curse of my mother's mother, and her mother's mother, and her mother's mother, and her mother's mother. I can't break it. That's why I went into the metaphysical. I was trying to break the curse. I can't break it. People say I smell. Yeah, you did that. I've never killed anyone. I've never done anything to anyone. But it's the curse. I was trying to cleanse it. Like you've had to practice many years, right? This is your craft. This is what you do for your people, right? Right. That's what I do for my people. But I couldn't do it really. So I tried to clean myself, be clean. It has failed. Maybe because you went to the wrong source. She just said something. I'm not saying it out loud. I'm not saying it out loud. Okay. So this is Beyonce. Are we talking about your husband? Because she will not say his name. Are we talking about your husband? Yes. That song was at him. I wanted to show him that I could still do it, that I'm still a powerhouse all on my own, that the Beyonce name does carry weight, that the Beyonce name can do this. I guess it didn't work. I'm devastated. I'm really devastated. I want out of the shadows of these men. I don't want them to control my creativity and to own me like a cash cow, and then to use the money I work hard for on their women. I don't want that. You think you're free because you got money, and then you realize that no, you are not free. Money doesn't make you free. You're still a woman. You still depend on a man because it's a man's world. You can sing all the empowerment songs you like. The thing is, the higher you go, the more men have control over you. Some love it. I used to love it. Until I was thrown out like garbage. I need a new life. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Bay. Okay. Beyonce. 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 Show me your life. Okay, so she's lost some money, quite a big chunk of money. She's lost her beauty, quite a huge chunk of beauty. I see it as her energy, as the light, her energy. That's what she's lost here. She's lost her energy. Okay, so because she's so much darker than the times that I have worked with her in the metaphysical, and she's lost that aggression, and she's lost that, oh my God, she's lost it. That's what the shell is telling me. And things have been delayed by God, okay? And one of the things that God has delayed is really good for her. Her mental state, her mental health. The mental health state has been delayed by God only for a while. She shall have a breakdown, a total mental health breakdown, because it's like she's coming out of a dream world and into her reality. It's like the past and how her life was, it was just a dream, a bad dream, okay, and a very good dream, okay, and now she is going towards the reality, like this is my reality, okay. Money has been taken off the board. It has been withheld. This is the season when people get their gifts from God. Some people get it, some people don't. She didn't get it. She was in. Do you know, I actually realized that movie companies, those guys who are in charge of the movies, they actually know when it's the best time metaphysically to release anything, a new product, a new song. All these metaphysical people, Hollywood is so metaphysical, okay? Hollywood uses metaphysicality, okay? June is the month that God drops down money to everyone. June, metaphysical wealth. That's the month that everybody gets their stuff. And guess what? Movies are always released in June, and they tell you it's because it's summer. She intentionally released her song in June in the hope of catching the energy of lots of money. It didn't happen. God delayed it. She says, how? How do you know? You have grown. There isn't any one of us who doesn't believe to some sort of club that works in the spirit, in the veil, in the metaphysical. All of us entertainers, we belong to one group or another, because it's very important when you drop something, you have to go with the collective energies of nature. I personally don't believe in God, okay? I don't believe in him, but nature itself, it replenishes, it gives. So, you know, we aim for that. You've grown. You've grown. I mean, look at you. You are so smart now. Look at you. Thank you for mocking me. And I accept that I have grown, yes. Yes. Yeah, my money didn't come through. It didn't come through. I need it. I need to show myself, not because I'm broke, because I'm not broke. I need to show myself that I can still produce and I can still move on. I can still do for me. I get that. I understand, Mama. So I'm going to leave it here, and then I'm going to throw to see her life, what's going on with her. Miss Bay's future is one of losing a lot of money. She's gonna be one of those stars that lose a lot of money. Two shells, She's gonna be one of those stars that lose a lot of money. Her future isn't bright, okay? But what she wants to talk about, because when I throw shells on the board, it is your soul that actually wants to talk. What she wants to talk about is her relationship with her husband, who seems to have completely turned his back on her. Okay, so this is her husband Jay, and guess where she is? Way over there. But over here is what, yeah, she's losing her mind, and it shall become fact in a few months. And her losing her mind will completely break down her relationship with Jay. This is Jay over here consolidating his life. He's collecting his money. He's gearing up for something big. He is collecting his money. And this is his family. It's like they're fighting over money. They're fighting over money. He's trying to protect his money. She's trying to protect hers. Really. He has more than she has. He is way financially stable in comparison to her. But at one time there, they had joint money and they were using joint money. There is a separation of finances here. They would like to separate and go their own way. Over here is two women from Jay's side are gunning for some of Beyonce's money. They are gunning for her money, and there is like a metaphysical war going on here. It can also be a physical war, but it's like they're fighting and they are using all avenues to get to each other. And he is above it all. He's like, he doesn't know. He's ignorant. But there's a war, a metaphysical war between these two women and Beyonce. And it has to do with money. Like, they work for Jay. They are not in a relationship with him. It's like they work for Jay. Basically, it looks like two covens of witches are going at it like nobody's business. No, I'm serious. Two covens of witches are going at it like nobody's business. Beyonce, her and her attachment, and her and her attachment. They are African. These two women are African. And they are taking on Beyonce. And it's about money. They're the ones causing her the misery and the stress. Like, they certainly work for him. They're the ones. Are they metaphysical practitioners?